On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Awash.
Flooded or overflowing with water, typically suddenly or unexpectedly, abundant or prevalent to the extent of being overwhelming or excessive.
Examples:
Awash with cash. Awash in debt. The beach was awash with seaweed after the storm.
Divisive.
Tending to cause disagreement or hostility between people.
Examples:
Divisive question. Suppress divisive arguments. The proposed policy has been met with divisive reactions from the public.
Bigotry.
Intolerance toward those who hold different opinions from oneself.
Examples:
Ethnic bigotry. Self-righteous bigotry. Bigotry and discrimination have no place in our society.
Minuscule.
Extremely small, tiny.
Examples:
Minuscule amount. Minuscule letters. This or emits minuscule quantities of radiation.
Doom.
Death, destruction, or some other terrible situation that cannot be avoided.
Examples:
Economic doom. Prophet of doom. Everyone was aware of the impending doom but was unable to prevent it.
Vie.
To compete or contend for something, usually a prize, position, or advantage. To strive for superiority or mastery in one's field or area of expertise.
Examples:
Vie for a trophy. Vie for attention. They both vied for the top spot in the company.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Quadrate.
A square-shaped object or area.
Examples:
Quadrate shape. Quadrate ligament. The scientist examined the quadrate bone to determine the species of dinosaur it came from.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
Full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Shudder.
To tremble uncontrollably or convulsively, often due to fear, cold, or intense emotion. To recoil or react strongly to something unpleasant, disturbing, or shocking.
Examples:
Shudder at the thought. Shudder with fear. I couldn't help but shudder when I heard the scary noise from the dark alleyway.
Sympathize.
To express or feel compassion or understanding for someone else's pain, difficulty, or misfortune. To share in someone else's emotions or experiences.
Examples:
sympathize with a tragic hero. Sympathize with their situation. I sympathize with your struggles and am here to support you through them.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Divisible.
Able to be divided into parts, usually with nothing left over.
Examples:
a divisible number. Exactly divisible. The class was divided into groups of 4, with each group being divisible by 2.
Adjective.
A word that describes a noun or pronoun.
Examples:
adjective clause. An attributive adjective. The adjective red describes the color of the apple.
Non-binary.
Someone who does not identify as a man or a woman, not relating to, composed of, or including only 2 things.
Examples:
non-binary gender. Non-binary identities. More and more people in various countries believe that the policymakers should change the marriage rules for non-binary people.
Mistakenly.
In a mistaken or incorrect way, wrongly.
Examples:
mistakenly left his keys. Mistakenly delete the important file. He mistakenly thought the red liquid was juice, but it was paint.
Skew.
To turn or place at an angle, to make biased or distorted with the result that it is not accurate, fair, normal, etc.
Examples:
skew the message. Skew social values. The results of the poll are skewed because it only surveyed a small group of people.
Cuboid.
A geometric shape with 6 rectangular faces, where the opposite faces are parallel and congruent, a specific bone in the human body, known as the cuboid bone, which is one of the tarsal bones located in the foot, a 3-dimensional rectangle.
Examples:
medial surface of the cuboid. Cuboid-shaped wireless speaker. The cuboid bone is located in the foot and helps with stability during movement.
Cisgender.
Denoting or relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender corresponds with their birth sex.
Examples:
cisgender identity. Cisgender person. Cisgender people often don't have to think about their gender identity in the same way that transgender people do.
Underprivileged.
Lacking resources, opportunities, or advantages that are necessary for success.
Examples:
poor and underprivileged elderly. Underprivileged communities. The underprivileged children were in dire need of food, clothing, and shelter.
Pivot.
A change in direction or focus, especially in a business or political strategy. A fixed point that supports something that turns or balances.
Examples:
center pivot irrigation. Pivot point. The team needed to come up with a pivot strategy to turn things around.